Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. As with a lot of sorting out back at base, we now move on to the actual mission. We've done so many supports, we've managed our troops. Volk's now level 20, Oscar promoted as well in the barracks time, and we still have ourselves a fair bit of battle experience left, I'd say. Well, over 1,000 left, so we can still do some good leveling for someone if we need to. So with that, we press end and get to fighting. We've done a lot of sorting things out, now it's time to play. As we reach the Daein border, another battle begins. This time with no fortifications in our path, but let's see what goes on. So, General, there look to be a lot of enemy soldiers ahead. Mostly Daein. There are some crows from Kilvas as well. More than our last fight? Yeah, there's a lot. And the most troubling thing is that King Kilvas is with them. The Crow King himself is cooperating with Daein? Yep. And compared to the other crows, the king is in a class by himself. Obviously he's no match for our king, but anyway, you should move carefully. An entire unit under the command of King Kilvas. I think that bodes ill for us. The outcome of the battle hinges on how we deal with them, and Soren, you're probably going to be a very strong opponent versus them. Kilvas soldiers, This fellow bird tribe Lagoos, what can you tell us about them? Please don't lump us together with those carrion birds. We're not partial to the crows. As you know, we are outmanned by the Daein troops. Is there any way to get the ravens to withdraw? That would be a tremendous help. Well, suppose I could go meet with King Kilvas if I had to. I don't think that my speaking to him is going to make a difference, though. If you like, we will try, but don't expect anything to come of it. No matter the circumstance, I will never again speak to a crow. No matter what we decide, sitting here like this is giving the enemy more time to prepare. You're right. Come on, let's get moving. Indeed, let's get fighting, so we get straight to the battle here. So now it's time for us to choose units, of course. Right, we've got so many promoted units at level 1 yet again. We got Racing here, who I think I will take along. In fact, we used Janaf last time, so maybe we'll use Ulki to try and build up some support there with Boyd. We've got Katri in there, let's take him out for the time being. Volk, we can take him out for the time being. If we need a thief from this point, we can use Soph. Alright, so Mist is in, Rolf is in. Mist is ready to use the swords for the first time. They're probably going to have cut movement speed due to all that snow, maybe? I don't know. Right, Marcia. Soren we want to level up, of course. Volk's just not even there able to do anything, more or less, which is a shame. So we've got 2 more spaces if we keep with people as they are now. One of the ones is going to be taken by Reese, just so we can do the mainstay of our healing. Gain some more support with others as well, like Mia, I think, personally. Right. Maybe we want to move Jill out because, well, we were pretty much told to at that point in time. Well, that frees up another slot for someone else, like Neff, who's been waiting in the background. Didn't get to fight last time, did she? It's a bit of a shame. Right, we can always get Oscar in again, though, to try and use the special attack that's going on. Which leaves us with the one more spot. Do we want Sophin to get some experience as well? I think that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Racing to be able to boost us. We got Mia, we got Soren, we got, let's say, a nice little setup here. There's not a bad troop to say to go to battle with. Is there anyone else I could move or put in or take out? Well, Titania needs to get some Boyd and Reese kind of rep going. Yeah, I think we'll go with this for the time being. And find out what this triangle attack's all about. Because we know it's coming. After all, we've seen the special attack before, but this time it's done with bows. So let's press start, and no, not begin just yet. We got to make sure people are in the right position and check out what's going on here. So we have Ballista, left 5. What's the overall range of your attack? That's quite massive. Well, we've got Marcia here, who is full guarded versus it. So to be honest, maybe we want to move her kind of front ways at the moment. Get her into position to sort things out. Mist now is mounted, can go wherever she wants. Let's get Soren near the front, I guess. I don't know. Let's just check more of the enemy troops. We got Kilvas Ravens here. We got Homasa with the Sonic Sword. Right. So a Sonic Sword means that they can attack from range of 2. A Sorcerer's Blade that uses magic. His magic is as high as his strength, more or less. So he's not really going to lose out there. Apart from that, where is... I thought King Kilvas was around. Well, it doesn't look like it unless he's over here, but we got also more of the Callion birds over there, another Ballista over here. And one of the best things to do, of course, is to sift through and see if there's any stuff we can get or steal. So the Killer Axe is there, the Goose Bow, Iron Blade, Steel Lance, a Longsword to drop. If everything drops, we're quite good. We may not even need a thief in here. Right, Naesala, we found you. You've got a coin on you. Right, you're in the middle of it all. So I guess stay out your range is probably a good idea. Will you transform in time? I don't know. Well, we could probably steal a sword from him, maybe. Right, let's check your range. These ballistas are going to be so annoying. No. Keep repositioning. We just need to check out his range. So we can stay out of his range, but mind you, that might be because he hasn't transformed yet, and his range might get a lot bigger. If anything, then, I think a heavy defense person just moved up into the outer edges to kind of tank some blows might be our best option. It might be the way we want to play this. Well, we've got many people with a high defense. Oscar there. Oki, maybe we'll move you a little bit further back because of, well, your ability to move. Let's move you over there. Okay. And Boyd at the front lines going, oh, I can smash some people. I will smash them. I will break you all. Sir, the Crimean army has arrived. Hope they are prepared to pass into oblivion, for this will be their final resting place. Crimean stragglers joined with an army on loan from Begnion. I've even heard they have a betrayer in their midst, yet they still march on. What an odd group, but as long as Kilvas stands on the side of Daein, they have no future. I suppose they're just unlucky. Well, we've already been proposed a way to get rid of you, haven't we? It appears the enemy has spotted us. Well, a group this large is hard to miss, it is indeed. How will you proceed? No tricks, nothing fancy. We'll hit them from the front, fast and hard. I'm sure you're already aware of this. If you don't do something about Kilvas, you're at a disadvantage. Yes, I've heard about the Ravens, but even so, it's not as if we can turn tail and run away. Now that I think on it, King Kilvas and Prince Raisin used to be close friends. Did you ask him to speak to the king? He was most emphatic in his refusal. It seems that Naesala was responsible for Raisin's capture at the hands of Duke Tanas. I can't really blame him. And the Hawks? They too are of the bird tribes. Surely some connection can be found there. They weren't very excited about the suggestion. You could command them to do it. There's an antagonism between the tribes that we don't understand. I'd rather not force the issue. Trying to coerce them into it would be unfair. I will let them do as they please. It is so very like you. However, giving orders that are unpopular is often necessary when one is in command, and maybe so, but I can only do things the best I know how, my own way. Come, it's time to go! Alright then, bye sir, but we need to watch out for these guys who can more or less be charged and attacked by the look of it. Unfortunately, we've only got one flying unit that can really get there in time to really do it. So, what we're more worried about is Naesala and the range of these. Also the range of the people as well, if we want to pull them out. So that's the overall range for you. The overall range for you is pretty much the same kind of range, isn't it? It looks to me that first of all, we'll be pulling some enemies inward. Right, Iron Blade there. We want to kind of take the strike as well. So what we'll do is we'll move Oscar up, I guess. He's got one of the highest defenses. And we'll just get an Iron Lance on, ready to fight that guy off. No special attacks just yet. We'll hope that these guys want to charge me, but I doubt they will. And Soren needs the experience. So what we're going to do... just move it to the outer edges of these reaches for the time being and hope that certain enemy troops really want to actually come at me, is one way to put it. So Marcia over there. To be honest, everyone just moving as much as they can forward. Alright, what's the overall range for you again? Completely the same as the Ballista, more or less. So we can move everyone into a kind of nicer position, just waiting on the front lines, ready to go. But Oscar's the one who's going to tank the damage, which means Reese, you're out of range of these guys, aren't you? In fact, they just don't have a range at the moment. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is I could just really go for this and just send someone up to smack them. Using Racing. It's a possibility. Well, in the meantime, Titania can go up as well. Support building. Everyone's kind of lined up now. And of course, remember to get that experience with a certain someone. So Soft can stand around, just move a little bit more. Oki, I guess, to be honest, I might start moving you that way, even though, to be honest, towards Naesala is not a bad idea either. Let's get you to there, Rolf. And let the enemy phase begin. As Naesala transforms, we kind of only want to move into his range or move forward. No damage, well that's great. When he's not ready to attack us. Ah well, let the Merc try. Will Oscar just finish him? Well, the answer to that is yes. I'm showing off my new Paladin form and not letting Soren promote. It's a bit mean. But to be honest, Oscar, we've known you for doing this for quite a while. Alright, so many troops approach yet again. And the birds are getting closer. Rolf, do you think you can hit any of them? That's what I'm wondering now. Right, so that's your range. Okay, longbow isn't going to reach. Too far away. Maybe if these guys move to some nicer spaces I can get them, but apart from that, let's check on a certain guy's range now. Right, so if I were to attack from straight ahead of this Ballista, it seems I'd be fine to go in back and forth. So I guess one way to look at this is I could just rush up and try to bow the guy down, but I don't think that's going to turn out too well for me, do you? In the meantime, we've got Naesala's firmly within the range of this. Well, this is a bit of a stalemate type battle, isn't it? Not really what we want to be achieving. Especially with everyone moving up. To be honest, we should probably just let these guys come. Alright, you got a killer axe as well, which is never good for us. I mean, for example, if we still lance you, we can't finish you. You can't critical us to death, though, which is kind of a good sign. Right, I'm thinking of risk-reward here. Oh, no, we're not going to kill him either way. Right. Yes, Oscar, you're moving up too. You're well within the range. I think we're going to prime this for next time. Actually, can we get that one shooting us too? Alright, so if I move you up to about... Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. I think it's just below this tree here, but then we'll probably be attacked by everything under the sun. Which is not what I want to do, but... Oscar, I believe that you are strong enough to weather this storm and beat them all off. What do you reckon, sir? Can you do it? I reckon you can suck 2 bullets in, and then from there be poised to kind of really do something the next turn. Apart from that, we could move you a little bit closer. Let's see what happens. These other guys are unlikely to do any actual damage. So all that we're left with is just pretty much waiting for the time being still. which just sucks. It does indeed. Just because of these Ballistae and moving people up into them. To be honest, I think most people would survive it anyway. We're just taking the damage on Oscar. I mean, for example, Ike could probably walk straight in there. It's the killer axe guy that I'm worried about, though. Did I really move Marcia into range? Well, this is troublesome. Well, I knew she's going to dodge, more or less, because she's not exactly that weak. But the ballistas do tons of damage. The other one hits Oscar, as said. Wow, they do insane amounts. Now it's Oscar versus this guy with a killer axe. No critical. Which is always a very good sign right there. So at this point, we need to move Marcia out. Now we've got action again, though, because now we're going to be pulling all of these troops onto us as we deal with number 1. In the meantime, Rolf is just like, someone help me kill these guys. Someone help me finish them off. Now, can I do it if I do some very specific rescuing and carrying? Oh, we may as well just let Ulki take them once he gets there, but all the same at this point in time, we can get in and out for striking you. The other thing we want to do is get Marcia well out of there. I never realized we took them in range. That's for sure. In fact, was I in range for both? Oh, I only took his range. That's the problem there. Right, so we move Marcia out of this. All the way back to get a heal on him. Marcia! Regain all your HP. You kind of need it. Alright, so taking away these guys again, let's just let everything here work out in our favor. So we can kind of travel in and back out with certain people here. So the Mist Blade won't be able to take this guy down and will put us in incredible risk, I've got to say. It's too bad we can't attack from range there. Alright. I guess the best one to take him down is Oscar. Apart from that, we need someone to take down Mr. Fly Guy over here, because he's going to come in now and deal me some trouble. So the best way for me to do that is to send Boyd in, but Boyd is not exactly high on the overall scale of loveliness at this point in time. Oh, I seem to have messed myself up with the start of this battle, haven't I? Alright, one of them is that Oscar could get in and take it out with double iron bow strike. So then, I guess Ike could move forward and challenge all these with something like a weaker sword or something. I think Ike would stand up against them. He'd probably wipe out the whole troop, to be honest. Should we see this in effect? The killer axe guy's gotten rid of. So now come on all the sword guys towards Ike. A killer axes are sent back to the convoy for now. This is an annoying start to a battle, isn't it? And a double iron bow over there will be lovely. We kind of have to make sure that Rayson and the healers in the back row... Oh, you spin your arrow as well. Well, when did you become a crit machine, sir? Is it just because you got tons of skill? Well, you want to be a level 2 unit pretty fast, don't you? Right, let's move back a little bit, of course. Right, so in comes the battle lines once again. How will things work out this time? Let's just let you get promoted upwards and start fighting all the others. In fact, we're going to move Rayson to here because he should be able to chant for I imagine he'll be able to chant for Ulki next turn. But now we've got the mass attack, and I'm going to let it be shown this episode. Let's get to work. Let's watch all these guys plummet towards Ike, plus the Ballista attacks of Doom, as the Kilvas Ravens now level up. Oh no! Of course you're going to go for Ike. But Ike's the dodge master as well, which is kind of why I had to throw him in. Oscar just goes, well, this doesn't even do anything. And in comes Swordsman times a billion. All the Myrmidons will now be gotten rid of by Ike and maybe his ability. It's time to level up our newest lord as fast as possible. No experience for Soren. I should have carried someone straight up though with Ulki just to take out those first two Kilvas Ravens. Right, gaining some extra strength there, some mag with some extra defense. That's not too bad. I want to see more strength growth for Ike. Extra defense here makes him just even more potent. A longsword versus Ike here. As our ability procs again, and in style, Ike takes down another foe. Regaining the HP from that as well. So now he has himself two longswords. We may as well send back the one with one charge of use. Soren, you'll level up one day. You see, I just want to get my HP back off these guys with this lovely Aether ability. Another one bites the dust. Ike was just too powerful. And as a very griffin-like Ulki gets ready to attack the Kilvas Ravens, with them about to pop up next turn, we'll see you next episode for the defeat of tons and tons of these annoying Ballista men. Hopefully Naesala's thing will drain a little bit more, but I doubt it. Look at those stats. We'll see you next time as we try to make it forward through this Ballista-infested battlefield. Bye-bye.